Well, I've kind of had my grandmother on my mind because gave me my love for words. Did anybody have somebody other than your mom or dad read to you? No? Because every Sunday night we would go over to her house. She lived on Sunny Slope Drive in Pasadena. She was a little old lady from Pasadena, and she would sing that song, "Little Old Lady from Pasadena." That's me. And she'd tell you that it was by Jan and Dean, not the Beach Boys. But every Sunday night we go over there. We have Sunday dinner. We'd watch our favorite television shows, like Wonderful World of Disney, Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and Lawrence Welk. Right now it might be America's Funniest Home Videos, and Disney's still on, right? But the magic happened when Grandma, she'd get up off the couch. She'd say, "You got to get your booty up off the couch." You know why? There was no remote control. So she'd take it upon herself and she'd turn off the little 13-inch diagonal black and white Philco. Do you guys like to fly the couch? You know what I mean, huh? Psh, psh, psh. I call that flying the couch. Well, without a remote control, she'd had to turn it off. She'd get up, turn the on off. Remember, there's no remote control. You had to get up and click. And every Sunday night, she'd say, "Silence is golden." Sit up on the couch, kids. I'm going to read to you. We'd fight over who got to sit next to Grandma. It was a big, high, fluffy couch, the kind where your feet don't touch the floor. You just go straight out. Can you picture that? Yeah, because I was short. You sat next to her last week. I did not. You did too. Hi, Grandma. It was my turn. I found these words that have a Z in the middle. Can you say nuzzle? How about cozy? Nuzzle, cozy. Now you could snuggle. That's with the G. Can you say snuggle? Right, but that's a G, but it's not like a nuzzle, is it? And I'd cozy up next to her. Hi, Grandma. And she had a bookcase with glass doors on it. She was so proud of her books. It's kind of like this lovely spot here, Arvida. And she took this big book out. It was so big you couldn't put it upright in the bookshelf. You had to lay it flat. And she'd always say, "Don't lay it cattywampus. It means crooked." But can you say cattywampus? Cattywampus. She called that a $10 word. Cattywampus. See, there's no accent. I call it a dream machine between your ears. You know why? You put dreams in, you get dreams out, right? You put garbage in, what? Garbage out. See, we're not really that complicated. Well, my grandma gave me my love for words. That's your cattywampus. Another one of her favorite words, she'd say, "Don't be a nincompoop." That won't get you in too much trouble, nincompoop. Don't be silly, right? And then she'd lick her fingers. What shall I read today? Who put the donkey ear in this book? I did, Grandma. I'd fold the corner down so that to save the spot. And she said, "John, you got to have respect for books. Don't put donkey ears in books." So you know what she gave me? A bookmark so that I wouldn't ruin the pages. And on the bookmark, oh God, I had it for years and it got all tattered. But she wrote this poem: "More precious than coffers of silver and gold, more valuable than sunken treasures untold, I have a wealth you can't take from me. I have a grandma who read to me. Love, your Grandma Rose." And then she took a rose petal off her backyard rose bush, pressed it, and she put it in the bottom. Can you see that, a rose petal? And that was my bookmark when I was like 6 years old. So you know what? I gave it to my son when he was 7. Kevin turned 7. That's a good rhyme. Guess what he calls it? The Magic Bookmark. Do you think you'd want to read a book called The Magic Bookmark? Yeah. All these years it's been marinating in my imagination, and so it's probably going to come out in 2025, I think. We're looking for The Magic Bookmark. But I know you all have such good imagination because there on my grandmother's couch, that's where my story starts, of The Magic Bookmark. Because, well, have you ever fallen inside a good book? You lose track of time. You don't hear your mother calling you for dinner. Or if someone's reading it to you, that counts too. It's like falling into the white space between those black squiggly marks known as words. And you're inside the book. You've never fallen in yet? Oh, well, maybe I'm not going to tell you any more then. But when my book comes out, it's about a boy who falls inside a book and he becomes part of the story. Would you like that? You would? Yeah. How about you? Would you like that? So that's my imagination's always thinking of something. But my grandma, she loved words so much. So, well, she would tell poems like, oh, I know this one. What's that tickling my back? Said the wall. It's me, said the caterpillar. I'm learning to crawl. You can take it home. Say, what's that tickling my back? Said the wall. It's me, said the caterpillar. I'm learning to. Doesn't that put a picture in your head? Or how about you guys like knock knocks? Knock knock. A little old lady. A little old lady who. I didn't know you could yodel. So my grandma had 3 rocking chairs in her house, and she loved poems. So I had a little brother, and I took him to my mother. I said, I want another little brother for a change. She said, don't be a bother. So I took him to I said, this little bother of a brother is very strange. He said, every little brother is exactly like another. So I took my little bother of a brother and I put him back to bed. I learned that one from my grandma. I just thought of it. So I thought, isn't this crazy illustrations? So my grandma, her name was Grandma Rose. She lived on Sunny Slope Drive in Pasadena. She lived 2 blocks from Victory Park, which is the end of the Rose Parade. So how about a book called Grandma Rose and the Rose Parade? Would you want to read that? See, I figured you might want to know. People always say, where do you get ideas? Well, from living and breathing. So I've got one, the magic bookmark, and then I've been working on Grandma Rose and the Rose Parade. Because my grandma gave me my first camera. It was a Brownie camera. Do you remember Brownie cameras, Barry? And I would snake in between the world of, hips and knees because you're so short. And there I'd get to the front and I'd take pictures of the floats. And one was a big dragon. So I'd like to say thank you, Grandma, for reading aloud to me poetry and stories. Can you say, Grandma's rocking in a rocking chair? She's snapping her fingers. There's rhythm in the air. There's rhythm in the thunder and the rhythm in the rain. There's rhythm in the crickets and the choo-choo. Rhythm, rhythm. Gotta have a beat. Snap your fingers and stomp your feet. Clap your hands and slap your knee. That's called rhythm, don't you see? Let's get the rhythm of the fingers. Snap, snap. Let's get the rhythm of the hands. Let's get the rhythm of the knees. Knock, knock. Let's get the rhythm of the feet. Stomp, stomp. Rhythm, rhythm. Gotta have a beat. Snap your fingers. Stomp your feet. Clap your hands. Slap your knee. That's called rhythm, don't you see? You've got rhythm. Yes, you do. I know this one. How about 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed? One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. You've got rhythm. Yes, you do. I know this one. How about 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. 9, 10, here we go again. You've got rhythm. Yes, you do. I know this one. How about Chigga chigga whole potato, half past alligator, bim bam bolligator. Give 3 cheers for the dippy dappy happy snappy readers. Are we happy? Yeah. Well, I guess. Readers. Yes, yes, yes. You've got rhythm. Yes, you do. I know this one. How about Panties in my pocket, jingle jangle with my keys. Peanuts in my pocket, feed the elephants, please. I picked a periwinkle at the zoo. I put it in my pocket with my popcorn too and my peanut butter sandwich. I saved half for you. Put my hand in to pull it all out. Sticky, icky, hear my mama shout. Take your pants off, pull your pockets inside. Rhythm, rhythm, gotta have a beat. Snap your fingers, stomp your feet. Clap your hands, slap your knee. That's called rhythm, don't you? Grandma's rocking in her rocking chair. Grandma's rocking in her rocking chair. She's snapping her fingers. There's rhythm in the air. AIR, that spells air. Put an H in front, you got lovely. You put a C in front of the H and you got a rocking. You started out with nothing but here. Thank you, Grandma Rose. Did you like that? I tell you, she had a player piano that played, she called it her invisible piano man. Have you ever seen a player piano? You put these rolls in and it would play, and I'd watch the go up and down. So not only did my grandma, and by the way, I noticed how she perked up with the rhythm. I was reading how rhythm is. You saw a player piano? Yeah. Oh. So, guess what? One of the rolls on my grandma's player piano was an old camp song that we used to sing. And so I wrote some verses to it and added on to it. And I love this is folded. One of the fun things about being an author is working with illustrators. This is Susan Swan, and it's all folded paper. Can you say, I love the mountains. I love the rolling hills. I love the flowers. I love the daffodils. I love the fireside. When all the lights are low. Boom de-yada, boom de-yada, boom de-yada, boom de-yada. I love the Rockies. I love the lakes and plains. I love the desert. I love the falling rain. I love the redwood firs. The golden eagle and all the boom de-yada, boom de-yada, boom de-yada, boom de-yada. Hey, tomorrow's 4th of July, huh? I love Mount Rushmore. I love Niagara Falls. I love the Grand Canyon. I love when thunder calls. I love the starry night. When Lady Liberty shines her boom de-yada, boom de-yada, boom de-yada, boom de-yada, boom. Put a boom on the end, it'll drive you crazy, y'all. You'll be singing in bed, boom de-yada, boom de-yada. The United States of, you know, they say in literacy, right, in kindergartners, first grades, there's only about 5 poems that you can assume that every kindergartner in the country knows. And guess what one of them is? 5 Little Monkeys. Happy birthday. Twinkle, twinkle. What's that? Little star. See, you know it, right? And everyone knows if I say the United States of, you know that. I love it. There, can you find us? Where do you think we are? Good old California. You want to go to Mount Rushmore? Yeah. Well, that's here in the middle. We're over here in California, right by the coast. We're just a little bit inland. There's where the Statue of Liberty is. Yeah. You want to go there? So you guys, guess what happened? Since my grandma gave me my love for words like nincompoop and cattywampus. Nincompoop. I know. Can you think of a $10 word like that? Like how about onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia. You know what it means? Is it sounds like what it means. I actually wrote a book called Listen to the Rain. It's full of onomatopoeias. Yeah. Listen to the rain. The singing of the rain. The tiptoe pitter patter. The splish and splash and splatter. The steady sound. The singing. That's onomatopoeia. So I met a gentleman, Ray. He didn't learn to read till he was in 5th grade. And they thought he was slow. But guess what? As he came closer, he was telling me he just got new hearing aids. When he was growing up, they didn't have good hearing aids like they do today. So he had to rely on the rhythm to learn how to read. And so I said, well, how did you learn how to read? He said, you really want to know? He said, in 5th grade, our teacher, I'm holding this like it's my baby, huh? And he said, well, in 5th grade, our teacher, we wrote a cheer. And she gave us the first line. Can you say, chigga, chigga, whole potato? Half past alligator. Bim, bam, boligator. Give 3 cheers for the dippy dappy happy sappy. Well, in his case, it was 5th graders, but I changed it to readers. Are we happy? Well, I guess readers, yes, yes, yes. Put it all together and it goes, chigga, chigga, whole potato, half past alligator, bim, bam, boligator, give 3 cheers for the dippy dappy happy sappy readers. See, she's keeping rhythm. Are we happy? Well, I guess. Readers, yes, yes, yes. Well, I say, could you write that down for me? Chigga, chigga, whole potato, thanks to my grandma. It just sounds right. It's fun to say. He wrote C-H-I-C-K, and he said, no, it wasn't Chicka. It was Chigga. Those G's, Chigga. Guess what happened? I went home, and I was going, chicka, chicka, bim, bam. Hey, that's kind of fun. Chicka, chicka, bim, bam. Bim, bam, bulligator. So I was changing my son's diaper. Didn't say you had to look at it. He was 6 months old. Didn't Lois Ayler do a nice multicolored alphabet? I thought that was brilliant to put the end pages. So that's how Chicka Chicka Boom Boom was born. I was living in Riverside, changing my son's diaper one morning. Looked out the window. We had a bunch of palm trees. I had 29 in my yard in Riverside on Glenhaven Avenue. And one was a male one, so the seedlings, so every year there were 2 more palm trees. So for Ari Alexander Archambault, we call him the AAA baby. The new baby boom boom. Can I tell you a secret? He grew and he grew and he grew and he grew. He's now 6'7". Guess what I call him? My pet giant. And do you think I should write a book called My Pet Giant? You see where ideas come from? How about a boy? What's your name? What is it? Jorge? Roque. Oh, I like that. That's a really unique. How do you spell Roque? Q-U? Roque. Okay. Yeah, Roque is down by the woods. Yeah, and he saw this giant. And he was, well, how about he was on his tippy toes, and one day just for fun, he tried to touch the sun, and he burned his finger on this. Oh, that hurts so bad. It hurts. He was blowing out his finger like a candelabra. And little Roque saw him. He was dipping his finger in the Santana River. And he said, boy, you're tall. I saw you burn your finger on the sun. He said, you want to come home with me? So Roque brought him home, and Would you tell your mom, say, look, Mom, I found this jar, or would you hide him? I've been working on this, and I don't know what it is. It's over 50%, 67% kids say they would hide him. Where would you hide him? In your bed? Under the bed? Oh, in a secret cave where no one. See, you got a big imagination, not a booger imagination, a big imagination. Rookie, how old are you? You're just 4. That is really, you said in a deep cave where no one could find him. Well, I'll let you know, or check out here at our reader when my book, The My Pet Giant, comes out. So I was changing his diaper, and then I started writing. I went, A told B, and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the, well, they were palm trees, like I said, out the thing. It just came Shazam, like the tablets to Moses. No, I was like, hey, how about my favorite tree, eucalyptus tree? But look, the rhythm. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the eucalyptus. Oh, that truck just drove right off in the ditch. We lost our rhythm. How about I'll meet you at the top? You know what my favorite tree actually is? Jacaranda, the purple flowers. I'm trying to put that in a book. It's awful hard to rhyme, jacaranda, right? So maybe I need how many syllables? A told B. This is sign language. A told B and B told C. I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Hey, I had 5 names of trees before I got to coconut. A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. We said D to E, F, G. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut. Hey, when you hear boom, boom, can you give me a call back and just go boom, boom? We'll kind of do, my iPhone isn't working. I was going to do this hip hop that I did, but if you come in the fall on December, I'll do it then. So when you hear chicka, chicka, boom, boom, roke, did I say it right? Roke? Can you say boom, boom on the beat? So here we go. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Oh, come on. Where'd my backups go? Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. On the beat, you give it that little pause. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. How old are you? 5, 6? Oh, you're 4, just like Roque. Wait, and what's your name? Colin, with 1 L. Okay. All right, here we go. You guys ready? A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. We said D to E, F, G, I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and tag along K, all on the way up the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Will there be enough room? Look who's coming. LMNOP, QRS, and TUV. Still more W and XY. The whole alphabet's up the, oh no! Chicka, chicka. Well, I knew you might get tired of saying chicka, chicka, boom, boom. So I thought, hey, I had a poem I wrote called Skit, Scat, Scoodle Doot, Flip, Flop, Flee. Everybody running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears and dust their pants. Help us up, cried ABC. Next from the pile up, skinny D. Stub-toe E, patched up F. Then comes G, all out of breath. H is tangled up with I. J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a, M is looped and is stooped. O is twisted alley. Oop. Skit, scat, scoodle doo, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming, it's black-eyed QRS and loose tooth T. Then UVW, wiggle, jiggle, free. Last to come, XYZ. And the sun goes down on the butt. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Look, there's a A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka. Chicka, chicka. Oh, capital letters, exclamation. Get excited. Chicka, chicka. Oh, can you believe that? So I was at a school a month ago, and a kindergartner, she said to me, hey, do you know your story's like a circle story? Do you know what a circle story is, Abby? It means when you get to the end, it doesn't really end. It goes back. And ever since she said that, because see, it started, A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top, right? And at the end, A is out of bed, and this is what he said. So I've been thinking, you guys want to know a secret? So I called my agent. I said, hey, what would you think about A is out of bed? I can't sleep, he said. Let's wake up baby brother B and my cousin Charlie. And they climbed over dozing daddy. And what can we do for E? Can you think? What? Yeah. Leave him, wake it up. So I just may do a sequel called A is out of bed. A is out of bed. Is that your ball? So I'll leave you with a poem. Put a poem in your pocket and a picture in your head, and you'll never feel lonely at night when you're in bed. The little poem will sing to you. The little picture bring to you a dozen dreams to dance for you at night when you're in bed. I love you a little. I love you lots. My love for you feel 14 dish pans, 27 aquariums, and 149 pots. I can thank my grandma for that one. Oh, here's another one. She'd say, if apples were peaches and pears were plums and a rose had a different name, if lions were tigers and fingers were thumbs, I'd love you just the same. You guys have a great day. Happy 4th of July. And take care of your big imagination. And Roque, I think I might, for the magic bookmark, have to use that metaphor of a deep, dark cave. Because do you ever look under your bed and it's dark and it looks like a deep, dark, maybe the wall doesn't end there, it just keeps going, a deep, dark cave. Thank you.